Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2015 Mod Map Showcase with me, Kevin Sawyer. And today I'm going to be showing you a little map called Belgique Profonde. I may have butchered the saying of that. It is French, obviously. I believe it's a French village based off a French village farm, and it's by the modder of Lux Farm. And this version is the 2.5, I believe it's a 2.51, let me just double check my notes, 2.51. So if you're watching this at a later date, there might be a newer version which may be slightly different to the version I'm showing you today, so please bear that in mind. Anyway, let's start off. I've got it on normal difficulties. I'll let you guys read all this for yourselves. Please feel free to pause the video and have a read through of the introduction, but I will go through some of what is on the farm anyway. It's quite a small little farm. It is multiplayer friendly, so you can play with your friends, and basically you start off by your little house here, and that's where you start off in the game. Excuse me. Right, okay, starting equipment. I'll show you what you start off with. Well, it's, first of all, one thing I will say to you, when coming into the map, you'll notice there's quite a few fields, and plant withering is always set to on. So if you're starting from the map for the first time and you don't want all your grain to spoil, or your crops to spoil I should say, you might want to remember to turn it off. Let's bring up the map. So, in this, you own fields 9, field 7, field 6. Yeah, so field 9, field 7, field 6, the 3 fields here. The rest of these fields here that have been for 1 to 5, they're all just grass fields. They surround your farm, and you can use. They're not owned by anyone. But we'll go through how you purchase the other fields. Might not be immediately apparent. Over here, this is forest. Over here, some more forest as well, and over here, some more forest. I will go through some of the sell points as well. Before I walk round, you will need animated door trigger for this to work, as is in the previous map that I showed you. I'll put the link in the description for that. Just in case you guys are not new to modding or any way, but if you've already got the animated door trigger, you just need the map. Once you've downloaded it, throw it as a zip file into your folder, and away you go. But here is where the cow field is. It's a bit of an odd shape, but it's kind of maximising the space. It goes all the way around here, and then opens out onto this big field over here. And basically the cows will come in here, and they get milked in here. Again, this is a drive-through point. I assume this is where you bring your straw in. So if I show you, you can open the doors either end, so you've got double doors here as well. So I assume once you dumped your straw in there, you have to use a front rower or a bale spike or a silage fork to harvest it out. So bear that in mind. I've not played this map, so I couldn't tell you straight whether that is the case. I haven't seen a conveyor to actually that brings the straw out. But here is where your liquid manure will be, or slurry. This is where that ends up in here, and there should be a pump around here somewhere, he says. And again, maybe there is no pump around here. I'm sure there is a pump about, or maybe the trigger's just but there's a field level, and that's where your slurry will end up in here, I'm guessing you just bring your vehicle up to that point and you can just more or less overload. Or it may be a little trigger around this little barn, which I might stumble across in a minute. But through here is your milk cell point. So if you want to fill up your vehicle with milk, so this little cute computer in here, just scenery. But here is your milk cell point. Well, not cell point, so your milk collection. So if you want to collect your milk to sell, you would back your milk tanker into here. As you can see, it does block off the other door though, so bear that in mind. Just quickly peer around here, and that's the cow barn. So I believe you need to. There might be a trigger somewhere around here. I haven't come across it myself yet. As I said, I've not played on the map long enough to see it. But you might just have to pull up to a certain point of the barn to unload it. Anyway, I digress. Over here, yes. Aha! So there's one. I believe this could be just for the pigs, or it could be for the whole facility again. But that looks like where you can pick up some slurry from the this little collection area there. And here, there's some really weird text on it. It's like a place point. Again, it's got weird sort of blue text to it. That didn't load. That didn't do that on the first go on the game. But it seems to have done it on this time round. But anyway, ignore that, because when I first loaded that up, that didn't come out like that. So, but through here, I digress. Through here is where you get your fat and pigs facility, and you collect them from here, and it's through a double door again. And again, I assume you need to bring your front loader in here to empty out the manure. And there's so there's a liquid manure here for the pigs facility. So I'm wondering that's a big silo around there full of all of it, perhaps. Anyway, over here is fat and geese. Now, for you guys that are thinking, well, what? Hang on a minute, do I have to go and download them? Is that a separate mod? No, it comes with a map. You will get fat and geese, and I'll show you where they are on the purchasable. So. Again, it's going to be a slightly longer and more detailed in look. It's a small map, so it shouldn't take us too long to get around it, but it might be questions you guys might be asking. I'm thinking futuristic. Sorry, wrong one. Futuristic questions straight away. And it's like, well, where do I need to get the geese from? You don't. The geese come with it. But we'll say to you guys. So, there's a geese there. Comes with the map. So you get these, and a standard in-game chicken. There is no fat and chicken on this map, but you do get standard chicken, sheep, cows, beef, fat and beef, pig, and geese. But one thing I will say to you guys, I will find you the mod link, but you'll need an animal trailer. You don't have to use the one I'm using, or the one I'm planning on using if I play this game. It's being here. And I think it's for the modding page where you get a whole bunch in a pack. This one here, you can see it can take geese, but any animal trailer you download, just make sure it has the geese symbol on it. I will try and remember to put that link in the description for you guys, so you can download it for yourself, make it easier for you guys. But again, you just this is openable, so you drive your tractor in with your trailer and collect your fat and geese from here. And let's have a look around here. So around here, that's the pig fattening facility. Here's the old Maru mixed feed station, so that's in the game. This is where you collect your fuel from. This is a fuel storage here. You can park a tractor there if you need to. And here's where again storage of fertilizer or equipment you can store in there. Just some little generic barns, and if we walk down here, I believe this would take us to the next part of the farm, and it does. This is where your stand combine is. I'll show you what's on the what you start off with in a second, but that's where I believe you collect all your chicken's eggs from. Again, you'd have to pay for yourself. If not, you can always download a separate chicken egg station. But I did remember seeing in the map mods, the map description, that you can tip straw into that bit there. So, and before I go any further, I'll show you what you start off with, if I haven't done it already. Alright, let's have a quick look at the map. So on normal difficulty, you start off with the following equipment. So if I start from the beginning, small weight, fertilizer, looks like the aggro, star tractor, medium sized seeder, another weight, the combine, the head to go with the combine, bale fork or bale spike, front loader arm, the actual small New Holland front loader, a plough, another small tractor, a medium sized cultivator, a trailer, another trailer, and that's what you get. And all dotted around the farm anyway. But they get a little wash station included as well. Looks like you've got a placeable cartridge washer sitting there for you. I'll walk around here and I'll open all these up before I explain them out to you. Now it's leaning towards using a front loader. Looks like you can park up, instead of having a generic tippable grain silos like you normally get in most of the other big maps. This one's leaning towards having to front load it yourself into the trailers. Again, there's ways and means and ways around that. But here's the potatoes. So the potatoes are here. Over here, it's a sugar beet. Now, like I say, with these, you can just, if you've got a mod conveyor, that'll save you a lot of front loading if you don't feel like you want to really front load everything. Over here is straw, grass, and I believe this is where you store your lime. Yep, this is lime. And that will be oat, I believe. I'll double check with the wheat, barley, and canola, or OSR, and corn. Let me just have a quick look, see the what the stock situation is. Over you, no, don't want that. If we go up to the top of the so yeah, you start with wheat, barley, canola, corn, potato, sugar beet. There are some wood chips somewhere. I've not come across them myself. You might have to wander around the map to see come across them. I'm sure they're tucked away on this map somewhere. If I come across them, I will shout them out to you. Looks like you've got some seeds in here as well. It says lettuce, but I think that's just my mod. Yeah, oats are in here as well. So you've got oats, and then you've got fattened pig, beef, and fattened geese. So that's where you keep all your grains and everything. Let's jump in the old tractor, and I'll show you around the rest of the farm. Over here, that's the cow, isn't it? This is where the cows are. the sheep should be down with the chickens, I believe. So they should be just across this little bit here. There they are. So and here's is where your your sheep will be when you purchase them. This is where they will be looked after, so to speak. The only thing I haven't seen is where the pallet appears. Again, it's a case of not played the actual map enough to know exactly where it appears on here, but it's going to be around here somewhere. I guess it's around in this building here. But you can bring your tractor and trailers in here to fill up the water, and I believe the grain and that, or the grass is over here. You just pour the grass in, and possibly you pour your straw in here if needs to. But again, the wall pallet, I don't know whereabouts that will appear on this little thing. It's something you might have to just find out for yourself. I assume it will appear as a pallet. You can just take it off. Right, so that covers the basics on the farm, and I need to get back out of there. Again, I'm just going to apologise in advance straight away if this takes a bit longer than the usual mod showcase. They're normally quite quick, but although it's a small map, there's quite a lot of little things I need to go over and cover with you guys, so I want to make sure you guys have got all the information you need to know before you jump into this this mod map. Wellies first, I suppose, so to speak. But over here is just a first sale point, so this is a small little sell point around here, and it looks like it's got this seed mixer over here as well, so that's also included in the map. So there's egg sell point here. I'm believing that's a grain sell point of some kind. Again, don't quote me on it. It does look like a grain sell point from here. Over here is not just a bank, it's something a bit different. So, see, you've got the bank over here. Now, before I go anywhere near this building over here, you may know what that is already, for some of you that play modded maps, but for the guys that don't know and watching my this map for the first time, if we walk up to this map here, this field here, we don't actually own this field, but normally on the game, you normally in the middle somewhere where the number is. There's normally a little buy symbol appears, but that doesn't appear on this map, and you can spend the whole day looking around for it. But if you head over here, it does actually sell you in a subscription where to purchase the fields from. When you first in the introductory map, but just for you guys that didn't read through the first bit, you come in here. So here you go. So you walk up to them, and then you would press R like you normally would, so, and that has the corresponding number to it, so that's be field 28, field 27, field 26, 5, 4, 3, and so on. And that's where you build, and you've got a little map here to show you what field that corresponds with. So that's where you find how you purchase the fields. Anyway, we'll go down to the little shop down here. This is where your farm shop is. This is where you can buy and sell your vehicles from. The sales point is just here in front of me, and the buy point is just literally through those double set of doors there, and the equipment spawns around the back. Over here you can buy your saplings from for your trees and stuff, so it does cater towards the forestry side of things. Just and that more or less up here just takes you up towards some fields, so we'll just turn it round. Here is the compost facility, so you can make compost on this as well. It does take that, I may have forgotten to mention that, but there is a composter on here. I'll go back down here. Sorry guys if it's going back and forth the same way, but it's the only way you can get around the map without getting stuck on or snagged on anything. Just follow the roads. Follow this road round, and this will take you up to some more sales points as well on the forestry side of things. So up here, this is where you'll find the sawmill and the wood chips mill. And some more little places to store stuff. So up here, again, like I say, this is just a little place you can park up some vehicles and some equipment, and looks like potentially could be some storage here of some lime perhaps, or fertilizer. Yikes, almost crashed. And around here, this is where you sell your fattened cows here, so this is where you bring your fattened cows to be sold. And over here is the timber yards. So the other side of this train port here, there's a little pond. I'll see if I zoom out. There you go. So you can either back your trailer up into that pond to offload your timber, or pull up to this point, and there's a sales point, and it's got a lever, as you can see. You can send the train off to sell. Once you've filled it up, the lever does work. Set up a bit like the Bjorn home, with a double your money situation. And here is the point where you tip your wood chips. And we just see if we can go as the crow flies, so to speak, rather than go back via the road. Like canola planted here perhaps, or something of that ilk. Does look like canola from here. Driving over someone else's field, but hey ho, no one saw me right. I'm hoping this tractor doesn't. Oh, okay, the tractor ended up in the water. Normally you can get across there without doing that. But we're near enough for where we are anyway, so everyone's laughing as I've ditched my tractor in the water. And over here is a place for selling, another sales place. So again, it's more of a one-way affair, I think, that comes through here. So yeah, you come in through here. I would have driven through here if I hadn't ditched the tractor, but through here is pretty much another sales point for grain. It looks like a loading area, but I couldn't guarantee that. If you drive around here, walk around here, and this is in this case the the dump point is just there. I guess again this is where you drop off lime and that to sell it. This looks like a sales point for straw and bales, potatoes, sugar beet perhaps, and then you just drive back out again. I don't know why they've got this little loading area sort of thing. It might just be something you can buy from perhaps again without going through it. I couldn't tell you. But that more or less concludes the mod map showcase. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to like, and if you're new to my channel and want to see more map showcases or mods of Farming Simulator or anything else I'm working on, or any other projects that I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. TTFN.